What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Anime Mafia, back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be doing What If Deku was the son of Shirakumo, part 3. I know it's been, 2 weeks, and you guys actually, and due to part 2's actual, some of you guys loved part 2. You guys loved part 2 and the good reception it got. It made part 3. Yeah, I've just been kind of going on these 2-week breaks. I know it's been a little bit, yeah, because I'm still trying to rise up through the YouTube world and all that stuff. And Jujutsu Kaisen, JJK Deku will kind of be on a somewhat of a hiatus for other What If, and Perfect Copy is gonna make its infamous return since I kind of need to fix part 4 anyways. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Where last left off was Izuku revealing his name to Uraraka after he saved her in the entrance exam. Izuku is walking back home with a smile on his face. And he sees Cammy. Oh, Cammy! It's good to see you. I'm not expecting to see you at this time. Not expecting to see you. How did I know your entrance exams aren't they only a couple of days away? I guess I'm just trying. Well, come on, bruh. Like literally. I can't just when I go ahead and just not try to spend time with you. Yeah, Cammy. Blah blah blah. Anyways, you're coming over to my house today, right? Yeah. Yep. I am totally going to do that. Anyways, your mom's making katsudan, right? Yeah, she's making katsudan, my favorite. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to UA. Oh come on, we ain't spent all those 10 months of training for you not to get into the UA hero course. You're right about that. I guess I'll call you later then. Izuku hangs up the phone, walking back home, and he gets. So Izuku arrives back home. His mother greets him, and he's in a good mood. Surprisingly, since beforehand, before he was, and Izuku, as I said in this timeline, is a delinquent. Well, is a former delinquent. So he wasn't necessarily the best. He wasn't necessarily the best at making a lot of friends. Besides Cammy and Bakugou, well, he doesn't really consider a friend. He just stays away from Bakugou, or just getting into fights with him. And go greeting him, leaving him a bowl of katsudan. With Izuku not bringing it up, we now time skip to the day when Izuku gets his entrance exam. So when his mother walks into his room and gives him a letter from UA, his acceptance letter, and he sees, wow, young Shirakumo, yes, young Shirakumo. Izuku he legally took his father's name. You managed to score 79 villain points. Almost beat my record too. You scored first place in the entrance exam, along with 25 rescue points. I'm sorry, not 25, 50 rescue points. So that would be 8. So in total, you scored 129 points in the exam. This young lady gave you some of her points. Gave you so that you gained rescue points. I'd like to welcome you to your hero, Academia. Izuku is not crying, but he's he's proud of himself. He's finally achieved his next, you know, his next step into getting into UA. So we then proceed. So after that whole debacle, he then heads to Aldera, heads out there, and then their teacher congratulates him. Wow, Shirakumo, with him, he doesn't really mind if he's either called Midori or Shirakumo. They're the same. They pretty much have the same last name. He doesn't mind being called which. Wow, wow, Midoriya. I'm surprised you got into UA as well. And you too, Bakugou. Bakugou being enraged at this, the fact that, Izuku is in UA. Well, I hope you enjoy hero life. They're teaching him the same speech as in canon, yada yada yada. So Bakugou getting irritated this, yo Deku. What do you want, Bakugou? I really don't have time for your bullshit today. How the hell did you get into UA? How did someone like you, with a weak-ass quirk, get into UA? Well, one, Bakugou, let's not, you do remember when I beat your ass. Yeah, with an underhanded tactic. You know not, yeah, you may have had more wins than me in our fights, but I got the one win against you. So you're not all invincible, buddy. Keep that in your head, by the way. Besides, it's not your business and even on how I got into UA. Just worry about the now. I mean, worry about the now. It's just one more person into UA. I don't remember. I ain't gotta explain shit to you. We ain't friends. Yes, you do, Deku. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we do not. We do not. We do not. I ain't gotta explain shit to you. To me, you're dead to me. You've been dead to me. I just ignore you like the fly you are. Now, I'm going to head off home. You don't go do something that's worthy of your life or some shit like that. Izuku walks off after he scolds Bakugou on his behavior and how that they are not friends. He hasn't explained shit to Bakugou. So Izuku getting into his UA uniform for the next day. His mother comes to see him off on his first day to UA high school. I think you're saying your father would be proud. Look at you. You look almost like exactly like a splitting image of your father. I know. And with your messy hair too. Thanks, Mom. Alright, anyways. I guess I'll head off to... I'm heading off to UA now. So Izuku starts to run to UA since as you saw, if you did not see in the last part, man's got muscles, He got muscles. And at least he's very athletic. So he starts running towards UA and gets there in a matter of time for the first day of school. And so he's looking for the door. Class 1A, Class 1A, Class 1A. Okay, this has to be the one, right? He then opens the door. Hopefully Bakugou goes down in this class. Are you fucking serious? What is my luck with Bakugou always following me wherever I go? Wherever I fucking go, it's always him following me. So Izuku going to take his seat, trying to not be able to see him. Bakugou, hey, Deku! God damn it, just leave me alone, Bakugou. We're not friends. How about you... Leave me alone, Bakugou. We ain't friends. I don't associate myself with people like you. People like me, what's that supposed to mean, bastard? Oh, wait, I recognize that messy hair. Or, oh, you're Ochiko Urako, right? Yeah, and you're Shirakumo. By the way, thanks for saving me. It's no problem. I'd do it again for anybody. Especially for a cute girl. Izuku scratching his head and laughing at his and Naraka blushing. Everybody all then takes their seats to see Aizawa. It took you 8 seconds to be quiet. If you can make friends, you can get the hell out. And with Aizawa taking out his, taking out the gym uniforms, put these on. We're going to have an apprehension test. Didn't we already do an apprehension test? What about orientation? It is my class, so I can run it however I want. Aizawa then says. Fancy to Izuku in the changing room. He then proceeds to change into his into his his sports festival clothes. He proceeds to put it on. And then to see Minoru Mineta, peeping at a hole. And with him, he doesn't take too kind to people, peeping on other women or taking advantage of a hole. He said, buddy, Mineta, what are you doing? Oh, you're that new kid, right? Shirakumo, right? Just looking at some girls. He proceeds to kick Mineta in the face. Yeah, no. We don't do that. No. I don't know how someone like you got in the UA, but just no. We don't do that here. No. Yeah, do it again. If I catch you lacking again, I'm stomping your ass out, grapehead. Yes, sir. So Izuku is online, and as always, telling everybody else the same thing as in canon, that he then passes the ball to Midoriya, right? Oh, God, it's either Shirakumo or Midoriya for everybody else. So if I'm referring to Shirakumo or Midoriya, that's Izuku. And like I said, he legally changed his name. His middle name is now Midoriya, but prefers being called Shirakumo. Shirakumo, right? Yeah. What about it? Where did he get that last name from? Could he be Shirakumo's child? No, maybe a relative. Has to be. Maybe a distant relative or something. A cousin or something? So he throws the ball to Izuku. Alright, use that with your quirk. My quirk's not really, combat oriented, but okay. If you want me to. Izuku then creates a greenish white cloud out of thin air. He then gets the ball, and he gets on this cloud. Speed mode, activate! He then activates the cloud speed mode, and the cloud starts, blurring. Well, he then appears in the cloud and starts to blur, creating after images to throw the ball at really fast speeds, getting a good 995 meters. Not bad, Shirakumo. Alright, for this, you guys had apprehension tests at your high schools, right? But this time we're using your quirks to apprehend you. And you get to use our quirks, Kamen Raiden said. This is going to be fun. Oh, fun, is it? Well, the person who gets the last score gets expelled. Aizawa said. Everyone, you just had to say something. Huh. Whatever. Anyways, me, I'm going to go ahead and take all the tests. So Izuku, for the 100-meter dash, uses clouds. He uses his cloud to outspeed Ida in a matter of seconds, beating Ida by his time in like 1 second. For the side-to-side lunges, he uses his cloud, switches to speed mode, and moves side to side. The grip strength, since he's, has a lot more muscle, he's managed to at least get a high score, get second place in that, in the 100-meter dash. Oh wait, alright, I already covered the 100-meter dash. So basically, Izuku does pretty good on all the other tests. But so Izuku's in number 1, Bakugou's in number 2, Todoroki's in number 3, Momo Yaoyorozu is in number 4, and everybody else gets the same scores as they did in canon. Bakugou being irritated at Izuku for obvious reasons, in the original timeline, he would try to go ahead and attack Izuku. With Izuku reluctantly is going to, in this timeline, when Bakugou attacks Izuku, well, in this timeline, Bakugou would not attack Izuku. I'm sorry, I meant Bakugou would not attack Izuku. Bakugou would not attack Izuku. Just be glaring at him, giving an irritated look. With Aizawa dismissing everybody else, he then tells Midoriya, I'd like to talk to you after class. With Izuku then saying, oh shit, did I get myself in trouble? What did I do? So after everybody else leaves class, Izuku stays for after class with Aizawa. He then talks to Midoriya. I'm Shirakumo, right? Young Shirakumo. Yeah, Aizawa Sensei. So, where'd you get your last name by any chance? Obito Shirakumo, right? How do you know that name? Well, he is my father after all. Wait, Shirakumo had a son? Impossible. Yep, if you believe it or not, the old man that you adore so much that's dead. Obito Shirakumo, yes, he is my father. With Aizawa wondering to himself how did he have this overlooked, he then goes up to to Midoriya, and asks him how is his mother, saying that he's fine, and she's fine, and that not to worry much about him, since he could tell. He then asked Aizawa this question: what was my father like? So Aizawa, what was my father like? Your father. With Aizawa being put at ease, your father was the unique individual. He was zany, upbeat, easygoing. He had all the qualities he had all the good qualities of a good hero. He was friendly. Me? I was a delinquent back in high school. A delinquent. Wasn't always zany, upbeat. Hell, Bakugou would. Hell, I would even be bullied. In fact, I didn't have my father. My father was around. My stepdad works abroad all the time, so I don't get to see him at all. So it would just be me and my mother surviving on our own. I'm sorry, Midoriya. No, it's fine. You didn't know anything about it, so you wouldn't understand. With Izuku walking off, we're ready to go back home. I guess I'll see you later, Aizawa Sensei. I'll see you later then, Midoriya. Oh yeah, oh my. It's not nice to peep on somebody's conversation, you know. Have some manners. No, Arisa, I wasn't peeping in your conversation. I was just conveniently walking. Yeah, no, you weren't, All Might. Shut up. Cut the bullshit. What were you for? Scouting out for us? I was scouting out a successor for my quirk, one for all. Someone to be your next successor, huh? Well, you should probably see that in hero training. So we move on to the next day for you at Izuku. Well, for Izuku, right? Izuku's going through all of his normal classes, and him and Aizawa, well, you know, Aizawa's not picking favorites. He's still going. Aizawa still has the same teaching methods that he does in canon, so it's not like he's not picking favorites. Learning that Shirakumo had a son hasn't really changed Aizawa's personality all that much, besides besides the need to protect Izuku. So Izuku, so we get on to the battle trials arc, hero versus villains. All Might comes through the door. I'm coming through like a normal person. All Might. All Might? And then Kirishima makes a comment. He's wearing a Silver Age costume. That's retro as hell. Deku immediately starts a fanboy for All Might. All Might. All Might. Oh god, I'm in the presence of All Might. Oh man, I need to get his autograph. The Silver Age costume. Oh man. What do I do? Well, he even starts to blush a little bit, which is no. Oh, my ex-Deku shippers, y'all need to calm down. This ain't nothing like that. He then proceeds to blush a little bit. Oh man, what to do? Well, we're going to be having hero versus villain training. So you need to, if you want to train your hero costumes. If you want to be the pros, you gotta look like the pros first. He then takes presses the button for everybody's hero costumes. His hero costume. So make sure to take they're all designated by the number of your seats. So make sure not to take anybody else's hero costume on accident. Izuku then proceeds to take his hero costume. His hero costume having, well, since he has his goggles top of his head, as he does always. He then took some inspiration from what pictures that Inko had of Shirakumo when he was a hero in his hero costume. And it wasn't much, but he'd make do out of it, besides some of the things being darker and up to his liking. So we would have Izuku would be wearing a dark green gi with the same big white gloves he would have as in canon, with a staff that can separate into with a staff that can separate into a strong stick and with tasers. We also have some basic special you basically have some smoke bombs for his utility belt. Smoke bombs, and flashbangs. Basically, some basic explosive like smoke bombs, flashbangs, other protective things, a first aid kit, and a couple of de- detonators, for bombs. So basically, his hero costume looked like this. For all the things I said before. He'd be wearing black pants, black dark green pants, and a black trench coat with big gloves, and he would have his, freckles and all that stuff. Everything else, the same things he would have for the other hero costume as he would in canon, with a green hoodie. Basically, he looked like the more dripped out version of his dad. So Izuku wearing his hero costume, he then appears, "Wait for me!" Sorry about that, I had to put on my hero costume. With Mineta saying his weird comment, since, right, everything goes as in canon, as I said earlier, the quirk apprehension test, so Mineta is still here, surprisingly. I love this school. He then says he loves the school. Make it uncommon. Izuku then takes out a staff for a bit and then hits him. Ow! Anyways, All Might then has the hero and villain team. Team A, Izuku falls out the ball, is the hero team, while Team D is the villain team, which is Bakugou and Ida and Uraraka and Izuku. So what's going to happen in this part? So if Izuku glaring at Bakugou and Bakugou glaring back at him, I'll finally have a chance. My rematch against Bakugou. And this time, I'm gonna win. Damn nerd, Bakugou then said. Both of them say at the same time in their heads. I'm gonna put him in his place. That stupid nerd. That destructive piece of crap. What's gonna happen next time in the next part? Will Izuku win in his second fight with Bakugou, or will he lose? Lose again to be humiliated by his former childhood friend turned bully and terrorizer. What will happen? Find out. Find out next time. Hopefully you guys leave a like, subscribe, keep that notification bell. So if you want to know when the next video coming, today will be a double upload. So that's where I'll be leaving it off for right now. Hopefully this part gets a good reception. So this is Anime Mafia signing out. Goodbye. Ciao, Sue.